With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Good job, baby. Way to hold on to it now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
And the 11.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
To John Ross.
John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take the first quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Ravens nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. They got his man, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 76 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Flushed out right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Bengals' 6-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Burrow will throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Bengals 1st down.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Joe Mixon, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
37-yard line.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Bengals 14, Ravens 7.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is fielded at the 7. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
You'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. They got 29 yards that time. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over. 2nd
straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Isaiah Simmons in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
On second down. Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
It's a foot race. Got his target, Samuel. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Buying time to his left. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Throwing again, Jackson. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. O.J. Howard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Bengals 21. Ravens.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup.
Now it's Burrow.
3 at the 32-yard line.
Got a man open. It's Ross. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Cincinnati.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
John Ross, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Again, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Boyd. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions just string.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he'll just keep 2 hands hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson now down around his goal line. Below Nichols in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Oh, they're on it, and it's a Cincinnati Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
But for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson flush to his right. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and the half will begin with a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going to...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Extra point is good.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something?
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. And that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
The kick is.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Ravens 35, Bengals 28.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And a Bengal first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Mixon, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And 10.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he's got this down to the 35.
Complete.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
15 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Patrick Queen. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
3rd and long.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
35.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They stay on the ground. Geis again. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Jackson, he's going to keep it himself.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off a big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
A 53-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They start on the ground with Geis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
At his 48-yard line.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on him.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. A quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
And the Bengals.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Powers through him. He finds his running back, Mixon.
Burrow's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Makes the score.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
It is good.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
A gain of 22.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Bengals.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
The Bengal ball.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. At the
open man is Ross, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former 1st-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
3rd and long.
Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
4th down.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
He's brought down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. This is Geis. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Geis, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Jackson. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks.
Today's final score.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.